So let's talk about the smart fridge. We're going to open the door on this incredible tech that promises to end food waste. But then we have to ask the big question, what is all this convenience actually costing us in terms of our privacy? Let's kick things off with a feeling I'm pretty sure we've all had. You know that moment, right? We have all been there. You open the fridge ready to make something and realize the key ingredient went bad. It's so frustrating. And that feeling, it turns out, is just the tip of the iceberg of a much bigger problem. Yeah, that personal annoyance, it scales up like massively. Food spoilage adds up to huge financial losses. It can create health hazards and has a major environmental impact all around the world. It's a serious challenge, and innovators are now tackling it with some seriously impressive tech. So, how can a piece of technology actually solve this? Well, the journey from just a simple cold box to an intelligent kitchen hub it's pretty fascinating. We're talking about going from basic labels to refrigerators that can literally do the thinking for you. And this has all happened so fast. It started with manual RFID tagging, which honestly required us to do most of the work. But today, AI-powered cameras have completely changed the game. And the future? Oh, the future is all about sensing spoilage before we can even see or smell it. Let's just compare these for a second. The early RFID systems were, a step in the right direction, but you had to manually tag every single item you put in the fridge. It was tedious. The real game changer is AI vision. Now, cameras inside the fridge just automatically recognize the food as you add it. All that manual work? Gone. And here's why that is such a massive leap forward. Research shows that for most of us, those older systems, they could only track about 30% of what we eat, the packaged stuff with a barcode. But the other 70%, that's all your fresh produce, your leftovers from dinner, takeout. It was basically invisible to the fridge. AI vision changes all that. It sees everything. This is what turns your fridge into a real kitchen assistant. It doesn't just see the food, it knows what it is signs an expiration date, and it pings you before it goes bad. And my favorite part, it suggests recipes based on what you already have. Got some chicken and a couple apples in there? It'll find you a recipe. It'll even build your shopping list for you. But the tech is moving beyond just what a camera can see. The next big thing is proactive sensing. This system shows how sensors for gas, temperature, and humidity can all work together. They can actually detect the volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, that food releases as it starts to spoil. It catches it way earlier than our own eyes or nose ever could. And if you thought that was futuristic, get this. Some researchers are developing systems with a robotic pick and drop mechanism. That's right, a fridge that can identify a rotten apple, physically pick it up, and drop it into a waste bin for you. I mean, talk about automated kitchen hygiene. It all sounds amazing, doesn't it? A kitchen that thinks for you, cuts down on your waste, and even cleans itself up. But for a machine to be this intelligent, it needs a ton of data. And all that data is about you. Which brings us to a really critical question. And this is the other side of the coin. For your fridge to be that smart, it has to be an incredibly powerful data collection device. And anytime data is being collected on this scale, we have to talk about the privacy risks. So what kind of data are we talking about here? Well, it's way more than just your grocery list. It's tracking your consumption patterns, when you buy certain foods, your family's dietary preferences, maybe even things related to your fitness goals. Over time, it is building an unbelievably detailed profile of your household's entire lifestyle. And where does that data end up? Well, a lot of the time, it's shared with third parties. It's a pretty simple process. First, the fridge tracks your habits. Second, that data gets shared. And third, advertisers use that info to hit you with super specific behavior-targeted ads for things like grocery stores, meal kits, or even dietary supplements. The real problem here is that this often violates some fundamental privacy principles. For instance, purpose limitation means data should only be used for the fridge's main job, not to sell you stuff. Data minimization means companies should only collect what's absolutely necessary. And data retention rules should stop them from storing and analyzing your eating habits for years and years. And beyond just the privacy issues, there's a huge security risk. A lot of these smart devices just aren't built with good security, which makes them vulnerable. If a hacker gets into your fridge, they might not just see what you're eating, they could potentially get access to other devices on your Wi-Fi network or even payment info you have connected. Look, I know it's a daunting picture, but it's not hopeless. There are very clear steps that both the companies making these things and we, the consumers, can take to make our smart kitchens a whole lot safer. It's really a two-way street. This table lays it out perfectly. On the company side, they really need to implement what's called privacy by design. That means they build privacy protections into the product from the very start, not just tack it on as an afterthought. And for us, we have to take action too. That means actually reading the privacy policy, using strong, unique passwords, keeping the software updated, and making sure our home Wi-Fi is locked down tight. And that really brings us to the final big question. This technology offers a really compelling solution to a real-world problem we all face, but it's asking for a lot in return. So the ultimate decision is ours, right? How do we balance the undeniable convenience of a smarter kitchen against our fundamental right to privacy? It's something we're all going to have to think about as these devices become more and more a part of our daily lives.